you're putting others before you. To a small degree, you can go on about your life and you can try to maneuver in the best way possible to upset the least amount of people not not have to deal with much pushback in what you're doing in your regular life. Some people can also, you can also build tactics and strength that detach you from that. Journaling is a good way. Finding out who you are, aligning to your goals, picking your values, living through them on a daily basis, engaging in those values, getting closer to those goals, that helps you detach from others' thoughts and feelings. We look to others because we're herd animals. And if you're a herd animal, in order to be a good herd animal, you have to adopt and accept the social norms that are in that herd. So not only are you looking to see how to act, right? You're looking to see what are the social norms that allow you to be accepted in the herd. Also, you're looking to make sure that you don't do anything that gets you ejected from the herd. Now, as a social animal, as a herd animal, there is a large degree to that. Now, however, if you're going to create your own goals and not live through somebody else and start actively chasing them and living through your values, then at some point, your ideals and your behaviors and actions, thoughts and feelings are going to counter that of the herd. And it's at that point that you have to decide your ideals, your goals, your values are worth more to you than they are to you, to the herd. That's a tricky situation. If you haven't done the work on yourself, then you will drop your ideas, drop your goals, you will drop your values in order to be accepted by the herd. If you've done the work on yourself, if you've discovered who you are, have put together goals that align with your values, that allow you to be a happy person, well, then you'll be able to that is right for you, not be with the herd. And you may be thinking, well, screw the herd. What does the herd know? Well, the herd keeps you safe. As a herd animal, we rely on numbers, we rely on connection in order to feel good about our place in the world. So that's dangerous, and it's a slippery slope. And for all of us, the story of the Crossroads, of Robert Johnson walking to sell his soul at the Crossroads. Well, what did he sell his soul? Who did he sell his soul to? In the myth, he sold his soul to the devil. What does that mean? Does that mean that he left the herd, his own dreams and goals? Or was it that he followed the herd and gave up on his own dreams and goals? So in mythology, in rural Southern blues mythology, the crossroads can represent that moral human dilemma. Now, I brought up about blissful ignorance. So why did I bring up blissful ignorance in this myth of the crossroads? Well, because blissfully ignorant people are able, there is a utility in being blissful ignorant. It also gets you in a lot of trouble. Utility. What is the utility of being blissful ignorant? Well, it allows you to ignore the herd, right, and just follow your path. Follow your dream. Attach yourself. Don't worry about it. How does it get you in trouble. How is it not utility work against you? Well, maybe you ignore the signs of danger that the herd is putting in front of you. That would be difficult. That's what will get you in trouble. So, everybody has that crossroads journey, and everyone has, at some point in their life, are going to have to answer to that very question. Are you going to go with your calling, your goals and dreams and ideals and values that you set for yourself, or are you going to sacrifice them for the herd, for safety? Aren't we at a crossroads now in this nation? Some people said we are. Some people said that we are giving up our freedoms for the herd, for safety, because of the pandemic. And that's fine for now. Will those security measures get rolled back after? Well, let's hope so we can get back to chasing what is important to us, our dreams and our ideals. But we all have to answer the crossroads question at some point in our life. And this brings me to the point that today. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's the Art of Charm Twitter. Some of you guys are already doing that if you are watching from Periscope. And the conversation was about living with regret. Well, if you give up on your dream in order to sacrifice it for safety in the herd, well, are you going to regret that decision? Somebody posted that living with regret was dying every day. I mentioned it's kind of like if there's lots of things that you regret, if you're always choosing safety over risk and glory and your dreams and ideals, then you're dying before your time. This is all analogies and myth and philosophy, but this is the kind of stuff that when you're stuck at home in a studio apartment on Hollywood Boulevard during a global pandemic, that you tend to ponder and drive yourself crazy. So JCW Arizona, partially. Not sure what you're partially speaking about, but I'm guessing to my comment about the crossroads. It's everyone's philosophical journey for everyone. Everybody is on a journey. So this brings us to that other part where we're all on our hero's journey, and all of our hero's journey had a monkey wrench thrown into it. We've just been thrown into a global pandemic has been thrown into our movie, our hero's journey. We got to wait it out. Perhaps the global pandemic is forcing you to make early crossroad choices. I'm sure that's happening for a lot of people as well. It was funny. I was in a marketing meeting yesterday, and the marketing meeting was about, do you use this opportunity to use fear to push people into buying, or do you see this opportunity as you tend to appeal to people's happy emotions or escapism emotions? So I know a friend who's selling guitar courses, and he's doing quite well. Escapism, of course, does quite well. And then the other marketing ploy was a lot of people. I see people are selling, economic disaster, global pandemic. Everyone's unemployed. What are you going to do? Start your own business. This is how you do it. And that's appearing to fear mechanisms and those emotions. It's a talk about crossroads. That's a crossroads. That's a choice that you make in your marketing. Both are effective. You know, when it comes to influence and persuasion, you have to choose those mechanisms in which you plan to roll. You know, the Art of Charm. Some of our methods will cater towards because there are those people who are motivated. You want to market to people's motivations. Do we also market towards, hey, learn a new skill you can practice on Zoom with your friends? Absolutely. That's you look at your audience form, and then you look to them through that lens of what would be best to market to them. That's just how that works. This one's right, and this one's. I got 2 cups of coffee today because I knew I would run out of one. It's no right or wrong. There's ethics in how you're going to influence. Obviously, false advertising. Who's that behind you? And don't block me. Well, he's holding down the backbeat, JP. He's on the drums. I'm going to get my guitar here in a bit. Anyway, but these crossroads give you opportunities. These crossroads give you decisions to make. And you make those decisions based on, it depends. Sometimes the security and the nurturing and the herd is a better decision to make. And sometimes your values, your goals, and your dreams is a better decision to make. That's you, right? That's the decision that you have to make. But I will tell you this, the decision that you make needs to be a decision that you can live with. Because at the end of the day, every day that you wake up, you have to look yourself in there, and that lies. So there we go. Now with that, that's where I posted. That would be the we can all call ourselves the COVID if we're not visions based on what is us and our happiness and our family and those around us. All right, so I'm going to go to some questions. I'm going to chat up, see what you guys have going. With that, if you're interested in learning a new skill, you're interested in our Fluent package for emotional bids, asking better questions, and develop. It's all in the Communication Accelerator. And you can find that in my Instagram bio at the top. You can find that in the Twitter, all the pieces that we use to influence, to persuade, to build better connections for business, love, and life. All right, there's my pitch. All right, now I'm just going to see what this all is here. 3 years for life. Push that button. All right. Corona tattoos. Yeah, I don't know about that, Estefan. All right, guys, so I'm checking Insta. And if you have any questions on Periscope, I want to say hi to some folks. I have another meeting to go to. That is for our private group. Just Lisa Marie, hi. I love your Bowie pick. It's awesome. I see it all the time, and I was like, that girl's so cool. It's all combined. I don't know about John. I have to listen to Carla. Her story. Right on. I'm cutting in and out on Periscope. That sucks. Some days the internet is good. I'm getting a new thing here. People are just begging for years, for life, to push that button. That's this. Well, I will say you're right. You're right in the fact that everything's on pause. You would hope that people who've been begging for this pause are using it wisely. I will say that. Alexis Vanderjack, right on. Estefan, your biggest fan. Oh, okay, Croft Kid. Be cool. Be cool. I'll throw you on. Cancel. Waiting for Croft Kid. We'll see if they come on. I'm going to give them a second. Everybody on. Well, Croft Kid, I was trying to put you on, but you're not coming on. See, all of this, they wanted to come on, and now they're not. All right, well, with that, I have to go to my other group. If you're interested in our product for influence, building better connections, and building rapport quickly, they declined. You asked to be on, and then you declined. Then check out the Communication Accelerator. You talk like a band member I used to know. Well, dude, right on. We could do some rocking. Animal here. He's on the drums. What do you play, Jimmy Riddle? If you want to get rocking? All right, guys, I got to go. I have another meeting to get to. I will see you guys here tomorrow at 8:30. Remember, it's the Crossroads. It's the Robert Johnson story. We all have those choices to make. Sometimes blissful ignorance will help you make the right decision. But whatever it is, make the decision that is right for you. All right, guys, I'm out. Boom.